Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro friends. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Elixir Specialty Coffee. Head to elixirspecialtycoffee.com and enter code IMAPIT to get 10% off your first purchase. Today on the Daily Coffee Pro, we are talking about the power of thank you in the workplace, and it is a mighty, mighty thing. A couple of years ago, I was at a breakfast that was in Sydney, and the keynote speaker was Christy Buchanan from Red Balloon. Red Balloon is a experience gifting company, and so they do things like you can gift the experience of going like in a hot air balloon, or you can gift the experience of a day spa or something like that. It's a huge company. It's doing really well. But through the financial crisis, luxury gifting and experience gifting was an industry that was hard hit. And so it took a number of years for Red Balloon to recover from the financial crisis. And at this business breakfast that I was attending, it was 2013, 2014, and Christy was giving the keynote, and she was talking about, she was the newly appointed CEO as well. And she was talking about how for a number of years after Red Balloon had experienced the financial crisis, giving pay rises wasn't an option. But because the staff had worked so hard to keep the company afloat, they wanted to find a way to reward staff, even though they couldn't afford to give financial raises. And so what they did was they went to look for ways that they could do this in a genuine way that wasn't going to cost any money. And what they found was that thank you was the way that they were going to reward staff that year. And Christy didn't really know how it was going to go. Like, it sounds a little counterintuitive to think, well, if we're going to give bonuses in the way of gratitude, I wonder if people will be okay with that. But it was all a company could afford. And what she found was pretty extraordinary. She found that by genuinely expressing gratitude to the staff and saying thank you in a very specific way, an intentional way, the rewards were beneficial across the company. And this is shown in the science. You know, there's a lot of benefits to thank you in the workplace. And the reason that I bring this up is because we are I think we're at a crossroads in our industry. We have an industry that is saturated right now with workplaces. There are too many cafes, there are too many roasteries, and all of those things are still going up in number of the people that are opening them. And because of that, and there are a lot of places that are opening, wages are still low in most countries. Probably not in Australia in most situations, but here in the States, absolutely, in parts of Europe and Asia, the Middle East, wages are low. And that's because new businesses are starting and they have to really watch their costs. And the literature shows that millennials and Gen Z place a lot of importance on being appreciated, hearing thank you, expressions of gratitude. All of those things, in my mind, are a form of respect for the work that somebody has done to a level that brings you a sense of appreciation for that person. Now, you may be thinking, like, why should I thank my staff? I'm paying them. Okay, sure, you don't have to say thank you, but why not say thank you? Why not? Why not go to the effort of showing specific gratitude to people who are doing a good job? It doesn't cost you anything, and the benefits are immense. And let me run through some of them. Grateful leaders motivate their staff to be more productive. A study at Pennsylvania University showed that. And it really does. When people are grateful, you respect leaders that are grateful to you. And because of that, you want to do better for them. Gratitude improves well-being. Hands down. People who feel appreciated, people who hear thank you, they feel less stress. They'll still work hard, but they feel less stress. And when you have less stress, you are able to be more focused and a better performer at work. People who hear thank you a lot have better mental strength. They're not constantly second guessing themselves. They have more headroom to focus on, how can I be better? If I'm being appreciated, I want to find a way to continue to be appreciated. And generosity is contagious. When you are being grateful, you are being generous. You're being generous with goodwill. And when people feel that kind of goodwill, they pass that generosity on. And so it becomes infectious throughout the workplace. It increases job satisfaction. Gratitude, appreciation, thank you absolutely increases job satisfaction. And so, excuse me. And so when people are feeling that perhaps in other parts of their life things are tough, they're not getting paid a lot of money, and so it's hard living paycheck to paycheck. It is a currency. It absolutely is a currency to feel good at work. When you feel appreciated, your job satisfaction increases, and that's one part of your life you feel like you're not fucking up in. And that can sometimes be the one thing that you look forward to. I definitely know that there were times in my life, for example, when I was going through my divorce, I was really appreciated at the job that I was at. My divorce was hard work. It was an amicable divorce, but it was still hard work. And I would go to work and just hearing, thank you for a really great job today, Lee. It was the thing I was hanging on to. Nobody at work knew I was going through a divorce, but hearing thank you, they had no idea how big a deal that was to me. Now, there are ways to express gratitude and there are ways not to express gratitude. At the core of all of it is gratitude can't be fake. That's the wrong way to express gratitude. If you want to express gratitude the right way, it needs to be authentic and it needs to be genuine. And one way to ensure that people know that it's genuine is to make sure that it's specific. So specific gratitude and appreciation and thanks is made when it's targeted at a person for a specific task that they did. So for example, hey Beatrice, I really appreciate you going above and beyond to make sure that customer got exactly what they wanted. I know they were really difficult, but you handled that really well. And I just wanted to say thank you. That person receiving that gratitude is going to feel great. There's no other way to put it. It may have been a tough situation for them, but that would have felt great to receive that. And so it's not hard. You've just got to make sure that you're specific, you're targeted, you're genuine when you do it. You don't have to make a massive song and dance about it. It doesn't need to be public. For people who like to be appreciated in public, then perhaps do it publicly at a team meeting or something like that. That never hurts. But some people are more private and they prefer a more private, hey, listen, I just wanted to say thank you. You didn't have to, go out of your way, but you did. And I want you to know that it's been recognized, and thank you. Please don't be creepy about it. A handshake, if you hug in the workplace, then hug it out. But it doesn't cost anything. And it definitely goes towards building a greater rapport with your workplace. So I just wanted to put that out there. More gratitude in the workplace is going to harness a greater culture in the workplace. And as an employer, or a leader, you're going to be setting the example for how your staff can be grateful and thankful to each other and appreciate being in the same workplace as each other. Peace, love, and peanut butter, friends. Have an amazing rest of your day.